Peace and blessings. This is Ray Saghiwala, the divorced Muslimah coach. Today's verse comes from chapter 3, verse 60, and it says, "The truth is from your Lord, so do not be of those who doubt." You know, we're all looking for truth. We're all searching for truth, and we're actually wired that way. So where are we looking for it? Where do we look to what is truth, right? And many times we get confused in everything you think you're believing it's true, right? However, it doesn't work that way. Everything that we think, even our beliefs, are not always true, right? So we can't be misled by that. And this verse also took me to another verse in the Quran. Actually, it's right in the beginning of the Quran, and in Surah Baqarah, in the second verse, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "This book has no doubt. In it is guidance for the God conscious." So it reminded me that, okay, so this source, there's no doubt or if this, then that. I'll tell you what misleads us. It's our own thinking. It's our own hypothesizing, or our own limited view and understanding of life. Okay, we are bombarded with so many images, audio, video. We're constantly downloading messages that seep in through our heart, through our eyes and our ears, right? So they affect our heart and its alignment with its creator, with its owner, right? And that is what separates us from our peace. So these messages that we're downloading, they can take us away from our goal, from our direction, from our fitra, if we're not conscious. And the verse that I just referred it to, for people who are God conscious, right? It's a guidance for people who are God conscious. And the beauty of this is that we're in the month of Ramadan, and Ramadan is all about elevating our taqwa, our God consciousness. So, you know, it's very important to recognize what it is that you're downloading, what it is that's programming your mind, what it is. I mean, some people would even call it brainwashing, right? So if something comes to you, just recognize, okay, you know, these are my thoughts. This is what I'm thinking, right? And if there are thoughts of what ifs and doubts, where are you going to turn to get clarity? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us, the Quran is where we're going to turn to get clarity. However, the guidance is only there for the people who are God conscious, meaning that I certainly have had my own journey of taqwa, of God consciousness, right? And it's in levels. It's not always the same as we strive for it. So the messages that you get from the Quran are going to hit you at a different level, are going to have a different meaning, are going to be absorbed into your heart in a very different way, based on the level of your God consciousness, based on the level of your taqwa, right? So if a thought is coming to you, seek out truth through the Quran. Always turn to the Quran or someone that can help you understand if you're not understanding. Meaning that don't be so quick to put your own thinking that is coming from the messaging or the programming or the conditioning that you've received your whole life through what has been downloaded, right? And that's the difference between divine guidance and wisdom, you know, or intuition, divine thinking, if you will, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guiding us when we're connected to Him, when we're conscious of Him, is different than our own personal limited human thinking. And so my message really here is that when you turn to the Quran, there is no doubt here, right? And the truth, we're all seeking the truth, right? And sometimes we get confused, we're in states of confusion, and we're like, what's what? What is real? What is not? How do we figure that out? Again, the Quran and your connection to the Quran, your connection to the owner of those words is what is going to help you see, not with your eyes, but with your spiritual eyes or your heart, what is truth, and what is not. So, one other point I want to make about this: when doubts creep up for you in terms of your value, in terms of your worth, in terms of what's possible for you, just remember that is your own thinking that is tainting possibility, because we don't decide what's possible. We can, that's in Allah's hands. We can limit, we can put a barrier into us reaching or even trying to attain a possibility, right? So coming back to the whole point of this month is all about consciousness, God consciousness, right? And in order to have God consciousness or taqwa, we have to have a level of self-awareness, of self-consciousness. So this is an invitation and a reminder for myself and for you that every single moment we have an opportunity to elevate our taqwa, right? And our self-awareness. So as you rise every day, from the time you open your eyes to the time that you go to sleep, just know that there is an opportunity at every moment to be able to rise with taqwa this Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum, Wallahi wa barakatuh.